keeping you up to date with the latest in science fiction on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. It's the news with Matt Miller.
Welcome, it's Friday the 5th of March 2021. Time for the news, but first, can you buy me a coffee? The Trekzone/support. Let's dive in. Paramount Plus has officially launched in the US. The streaming giant, taking over from CBS All Access, will contain programming from the entire Viacom CBS family, launching today with the SpongeBob movie. On the Trek side of things, the service is running a marathon of Star Trek pilots, as well as giving free access to the Kurtzman-era pilot episodes. Here in Australia, we're going to have to wait a little longer for 10 All Access to get the rebranding treatment, but there has been several key staff appointments for the service in recent weeks, which means a lot of effort is being poured in to hopefully bringing the service out of the wilderness. According to my sources, Star Trek won't be coming home just yet, but I reckon it's a sure bet that every sold-off show won't have their rights renegotiated. With big local player Stan having the bulk of the Showtime library, surely Viacom CBS will prefer to have things in-house than the few extra bucks that they get on the rights. I have been known to be wrong on occasion, though, so it'll be interesting to see how this one pans out. Meantime, Discovery and Picard have picked up nominations for visual effects and makeup. Hot on the heels of nominations for GLAAD and the NAACP Image Awards, the Visual Effects Society has given a nod to the efforts of the team behind Discovery's ep Su'Kal, led by supervisor Jason Zimmerman. It's stiff competition in that category, with Lovecraft Country, The Mandalorian, Timmy Failure, and Westworld all nominated. We'll find out by April 7. Over at Picard, the Makeup Artists and Hairstylists Guild recognised the team for their special makeup effects work. The team is up against the same shows plus Hollywood. The winners will be announced at a virtual gala on the 3rd of April. Now it's my turn to add a voice to the Captain Proton campaign. Robert Duncan McNeill stirred up a bit of a conversation on Twitter recently with tweets to Alex Kurtzman and Paramount Plus about bringing the holodeck adventures of Captain Proton to life. Since he piloted Voyager back to Earth in 2001, McNeill has gone on to be a successful director of numerous hit shows, including Chuck, Supernatural, The Orville, and Dawson's Creek. He also executive produced Resident Alien, The Gifted, and Chuck, and has been tapped by Disney Plus for a new Turner and Hooch series. Enterprise producer David A. Goodman, currently EPing and writing The Orville, has said that once his time with Fox is up, he'll be making Trek pictures a priority with an interest in Captain Proton. Kate Mulgrew too has expressed interest in reprising Queen Arachnia, and Garrett Wang also would love to return. Hashtag Captain Proton series. The Pawsey Supercomputing Centre in Western Australia has launched the Quokka. The brand new supercomputer will be built by Hewlett-Packard Enterprises and has taken its name from the happiest marsupial, the Quokka, which you can see in many an Instagram snap. Naturally, the computer is using the scientific name for the animal though, so we'll have to get used to calling it the Cetonics. Its processing power is so great, the unit of measurement has to step up to petaflops, the number of floating point operations it can do each second. Cetonics can do 50 of them, which is the same as you or I doing one calculation a second for 1.5 billion years. Pawsey has a multi-million-dollar funding package from the federal and WA state governments to expand their operations and provide computing power like this for public research. The first stage will be delivered later this year. What a week on Trekzone. We started by analysing the second last episode of WandaVision's first season, continued playing through Star Trek Judgment Rights, talked science with Dr. Brad, paying particular attention to some black holes making headlines. Aaron Vanderklay gave us a debrief of his filming weekend for Beyond the Sun, and Marcus Lower beamed in to talk Magnetars. Now don't forget to find Trekzone on Twitter. Follow us for all the latest on YouTube if you're watching us there and you see a red subscribe button. Give it a click, give it a tap, give it a Hulk smash, and ring the bell to get notifications of new episodes. We're certainly driving down the analytics of non-subscribers watching videos, so that's really, really cool to see, and I really appreciate everyone subscribing onto the channel. It's certainly been a boost over the last month, but we need more. We always need more. We're greedy for more. And of course, the Trekzone/support to buy me a coffee, sign up for membership, something I've got to get into in the next couple of weeks to give you some perks, but if you get there on the ground floor, it's certainly going to be worth your while. All right. Well, for Trekzone, I'm Matt Miller. We're going to see you again for another podcast real soon.